Okay, I asked you a question, Theresa. What were you telling Gwen that we're all gonna find out?
The most incredible miracle happened. Isn't that right, Whitney?
You might say that.
All right, what is it?
Well, I wanted to tell you this in private, but Gwen's gonna find out sooner or later, so I guess it's just as well that she's here.
Do you know what this is about?
Honey, it's just more of her wild rantings about God knows what. You know, anything she can do to try and destroy her marriage. You know what, honey, maybe you shouldn't do this right now. Maybe you should tell Ethan when the two of you are alone.
No, I can't wait another minute to tell Ethan that little Ethan is his son. I mean, he's gonna be so thrilled.
Honey, it's ridiculous for us to just stand around waiting for Theresa's next dirty little trick, you know? Let's get out of here.
Wait, don't go. Look, what I'm about to tell you is the God's honest truth. And it will change all of our lives forever.
Look, enough of the melodrama, okay? Would you mind just getting to the point?
Not at all.
Good, because to tell you the truth, Gwen's been through a lot lately at your hands.
This is different.
This is not about JT Cornell. You're not about to sling accusations at my wife and her mother.
This has nothing to do with the tabloid leak.
Well, that's something new.
Let me just amend, though, it does actually have something to do with JT Cornell.
I knew it. I mean, she is not gonna let go as long as there's breath left in her body.
Theresa, damn it. I don't...
Wait, Ethan, please stop, please.
What?
This is not what you think. This is not what you think, okay? It's much more important than that tabloid story that exposed you being Sam Bennett's son. This really will change all of our lives from here on in.
Theresa, this is just another one of your pathetically blatant attempts to get Ethan away from me. Honey, let's go.
Hold on. 1 minute. You have 1 minute to tell me what's going on, or I'm out of here.
Okay. Do you remember the night before we were supposed to be married? The night on the beach when we
Sorry to interrupt. I just wanted to thank you again for the advice.
Gary, hey. Sorry.
I promise this will just take a minute. Listen, I thought you might want to know that I spoke with everyone involved in the mess that I created back home.
Mm-hmm.
And it looks like things are going to work out. I'm a lucky guy. Being honest was the right thing to do. So, thank you for giving me the push I needed, buddy.
Hey, I'm just glad it's going to work out for you. That's great. Oh, I'm sorry. This is Gary, my friend from college, actually.
I remember you. You dated one of my sorority sisters, Missy Hopkins.
I married her.
You did? That is great. How is she?
She's okay. Actually, things haven't been very good between us lately.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Don't want to pry.
I don't mind. Ethan here gave me some good advice.
Legally?
No, more than that. I guess you'd call it ethical advice. He reminded me about right and wrong.
How long is this gonna take? Because I'm really dying to tell Ethan that little Ethan is his son.
Honey, are you sure you want to do this now, here, tonight?
Yes, it's gonna be the best news of his life, just like it was mine.
Anyway, thanks again. I have a really good feeling about Missy and I getting back on track.
That's great. So, all right, good seeing you.
Nice meeting you.
Bye. Honey, I know it's really not any of my business, but what happened?
It's complicated, but you're probably going to hear it from one of your sorority sister friends back home, so... Gary and Missy were having trouble getting pregnant.
Well, I certainly know how hard that can be on a marriage.
Yeah, it's just that during that hard time, Gary kind of met up with an old girlfriend.
Oh, don't tell me.
Yeah, they had a fling, and as luck would have it, she got pregnant. Well, Gary was a wreck, and he wanted to have a child for so long, but of course not in that way. Anyway, this other woman, she refused to terminate the pregnancy, and she gave birth to a little boy.
Does Gary recognize him as his son?
Yeah, he's been supporting him financially, and he spends as much time as he can, as much as this woman will allow anyway. This other woman wants Gary to divorce his wife and marry her, and become a full-time husband and father to their little boy.
Well, of course she would. I mean, they should be a family. He is gonna divorce his wife, right? He's gonna do the right thing and marry the mother of his child? I don't even know why I asked. I mean, of course, you told Gary to leave his wife so he can be a full-time father to his own child. I mean, he should marry his son's mother, right?
No, I didn't tell Gary that at all.
You told him to honor his marriage vows, right?
That's absolutely what I told him. I told him that he should go to Missy and do whatever he can to make amends with her. To apologize and tell her that he was wrong to have the fling with the other woman.
Ethan, this was not a fling, okay? Their lovemaking produced a child.
Theresa, he cheated on his wife at a time when she was going through her own personal hell by not being able to have a baby. It wasn't Missy's fault. And furthermore, this other woman, she's threatened to make his life miserable if he doesn't marry her. Drag him into court and sue for sole custody of his child. And if he balks and if he doesn't marry her, he'll probably never see his son again.
No, Rich.
Yeah. He's been so terrorized about this whole ultimatum that he's horrified that he's gonna lose somebody that he loves no matter what.
So he cared about both of the women.
No, Theresa, he cared about his wife and his little boy.
So, what exactly did you tell him?
I told him that there isn't a judge around that would award sole custody to this other woman. Okay, it's an empty threat, and vengeful acts like that, nobody takes them seriously. I told him to come clean with Missy, ask her for forgiveness, and then hopefully the two of them can have active roles in his son's life.
Of course, you told him to stick up for his marriage vows.
Couldn't do anything else.
Do you think that Ethan would actually stay married to Gwen once I tell him that little Ethan is his son?
I knew that you'd understand what I told Gary.
Of course, and you told him to do the right thing.
Heck, you know, I told him to countersue the mother of his child for custody.
Wait, what?
Yeah, that's right. I mean, Theresa, the odds are that the judge is going to rule down the middle on this thing. Okay, he's going to grant some kind of joint custody situation, and that way Missy and Gary can each have a role in his biological son's life.
Okay, you advised your friend to sue the birth mother for custody? That's exactly what you did when you took Jane away from me.
Hold on a second. No, totally different. I did not want to take Jane away from you. I believe a mother should be with their child, Theresa, but if you recall, the judge declared you an unfit mother.
Well, that was all lies, Ethan, all lies.
God, you always manage to make things about you. Theresa, this isn't about you. We're talking about Ethan's friend and his situation, if you don't mind. Go on, you were telling him that you advised him to sue for joint custody.
Yeah, I did. It's the right thing to do. She deceived Gary. She told him that she was on birth control when they slept together. She obviously used him to get pregnant and almost ruined his whole life.
Well, you know, I think she should get a taste of her own medicine. And I'm really happy that you stuck up for Gary's marriage.
Okay, what about you?
What do you mean, what about me?
The advice that you gave your friend. I mean, let's just say that you're married and you just kind of had this fling with some woman and she ended up getting pregnant. Would you sue the birth mother for custody of your child?
Theresa, first of all, okay, I don't plan on having a fling. And for the record, I think he was wrong to have a fling with another woman. The least the guy could have done is use protection. But this woman flat out lied to him. All right, she used him to get what she wanted. And if she can lie to him about being on birth control and then threaten to take away his visitation rights from his own son, that proves to me that a woman like that is not to be trusted.
Yeah, sounds like she has some very shaky moral values, and I'm sure Gary's concerned that she would pass them on to his son.
Gary is the father. I mean, fathers do have some rights. You know, he shouldn't have to break up his marriage in order to have a relationship with his son. I mean, the way I see it, the best outcome would be for Gary and Missy to each play roles in his son's life. Hopefully a judge will agree and will grant joint custody. I think that would be the best case for the child in the long run.
I feel very lucky to be married to a man who knows what's right and fair.
I'm the lucky one. Now, Theresa, what are you so fired up about? What do you have to tell us anyway?